Yo, what up? You know what time it is. This your boy Big Heem, and you're now tuning into the OGZ Perspective Podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, you already know, man, it's a lot going on. I'm flying a solo mission tonight. Y'all see what I'm wearing? That's how I feel. I feel just like this. So y'all know how I do. Before we get started, y'all make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Hey, we're picking up a new member. It seems like every time I drop one, somebody pick up, somebody subscribe. If we continue at this pace, we'll get to that 1,000. Listen, I'm not greedy. Like I told y'all, one bead at a time, one bead at a time, we're going to get there. Y'all keep pushing it, keep joining, keep telling people. You know what I'm saying? The OG's Perspective Podcast is growing. We growing. It's organic because y'all see how the podcast world is right now. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I ain't got no overhead, but I definitely would enjoy to start, benefiting the fruits of my labor from putting in all this work on this podcast. I just read something or listened to I think academics said Joe Budden's doing 900,000 a month. Let me get a percentage of that. Let me get 1% of that. And that'd be good for me for right now. Especially with me working, I'm cool. So let's tap into it, y'all. We're gonna tap on a few subjects. We're gonna talk about Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? He's going through it right now. We're gonna tap in a little bit about R. Kelly. Definitely gonna get in on the LeBron James subject. LeBron, you never cease to amaze me, LeBron. And of course, they dropped the charges on some of the Diddy's charges, and they're in deliberation right now. The jury is out. So boom, let me get to it. Hold up. Before I get started on any of that, America, y'all be safe because we've entered, I believe, World War III phase. I don't know what to come out. I don't know what's going to come out of this, but I can tell y'all this much. We just made some people real mad at us. We just pissed some people off. I feel like this is a war that America shouldn't even be engaged in. If any role, we should just be trying to be the peacemaker, but I don't think we should be dropping bombs on nobody. And that's how I feel about it. I think the last thing we should be trying to do is get engaged and get involved in another war. We're still spending a lot of money on the Ukraine situation. So why would we go get an Iran situation? It's just crazy, man. I pray for everybody in America. Y'all be vigilant, be aware, because we do not know what's going to come of this. Feel like something bad is going to happen in our country. They said there may be a few sleeper cells here. We don't know. I see all different types of people running around here right now, and none of them look. They don't look African American. They don't look white. They all kind of people, but they don't look like the so-called people that they say should be here. White Americans or Black Americans. It's crazy, y'all. Just pay attention. Y'all going to festivals, any event where there's gonna be a lot of people. Y'all be vigilant. I know paranoia is very, very real, but let me tell y'all this. Sometimes it's good to be paranoid. Just my wife tell me always, "Oh, boy, stop." I'm a conspiracy theorist. So a lot of things I be predicting them to happen, and they do. Just like this Diddy situation. So, all right, so let's tap in. Man, Fat Joe, man. It seemed like ever since you said those things about the foundational Black Americans, you've been catching hell, bro. And I hope and pray that these things that they alleging you of, some dude named TA, I guess he was your DJ. He seemed to know you pretty well. Not only him, Cuban Link, and I just seen some OG dude just come at you and say it's all cat with you. Joe, I don't know you personally, but I've been watching you for years. I just hope everything work out, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. I really don't want to say too much because I don't know what's going on. As far as I'm concerned, man, you innocent until you proven guilty. So good luck, man. Make sure you got some good lawyers, and man, do what you need to do to move forward. Um, R. Kelly, y'all. R. Kelly having some problems in prison. He having some problems. From a story that I heard, R. Kelly was basically, supposedly, he was supposed to, allegedly, let's say allegedly, R. Kelly and the Fat Joe allegations is alleged too. But R. Kelly was supposed to have been, I guess, assassinated while he's in prison. So his lawyers came forward, made some statements. R. Kelly is fearing for his life. And a couple days after that, R. Kelly was given a drug overdose. They gave him too much medication. Is that a sign that they're really trying to get rid of R. Kelly? Because R. Kelly has got I think he got a massive lawsuit against the government because they leaked all of his information, all of his phone calls to a podcaster. I won't even say her name because she's in a lot of trouble. You know, she probably is in the lawsuit too. I just say her name started with a T and she go by got with a T with a K in it. So y'all know who I'm talking about, but I'm you know, everybody hitting you with cease and desist letters right now. So I'm gonna be careful how I speak and what I say. But yeah, man, R. Kelly, they seem like it's been an attempt on his life. And last I heard, he was in a hospital. So if anybody heard anything about R. Kelly, y'all let me know, man. Get in the comments and tell me what y'all know. Tell me what y'all heard. But it's crazy that he came out with this statement, and the next thing you know, he wind up with too much medication. Well, that's what they said. But from what R. Kelly team is saying, there was an attempted assassination or murder on R. Kelly's life by the people that he's suing. So y'all get in the comments, man. Let me know what's going on. You know, I'm just reporting what I hear. I'm reporting what I hear. Oh, now there's something I didn't bring up. Jim Jones. What's going on, bro? Jimmy, what's going on, homeboy? I just gave you mad props for dropping a dope album. You know what I'm saying? At the church's step. You did a good job. You know what I'm saying? You represented for all the OGs. Now you're going to get into it with Shannon Sharp about you better than Nas? Jim, come on, homie. Nas, King 1, King 3, Magic 2. Bro, come on, man. You don't have no album that can mess with those 3 projects. Not to mention it was written. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite of his old school projects. It was written Illmatic. Come on, Jim, don't do that, man. I mean, I know you know how to promote and get things going, but Nas, bro, nah, bro, you can't touch Nas, man. And I like you, but you ain't on Nas level, dog. Stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Styles P just told you you ain't even on his level. Jim, just represent, do what you're doing. I like the movement. You know what I'm saying? If it's any, man, pull up. Get me to come to New York, talk some shit with you, bro. But Nas, negative. I salute you, Jim Jones. Keep doing what you're doing. You repping the culture. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like what you're doing as far as some of the back things you got going on. I like it. You building you said you got the content studio. You said you got the you about to do the podcast. You doing it, man. You making mad moves, man. Yo, holla at your boy, Big Heem, man. OG's Perspective, man. Man, get me, man. I'll fly up and sit down and come talk some big shit with you, man. Definitely, I will do that. But Jim, can't mess with Nas, dog. You cannot mess with Nas, bro. Leave that alone. That's a beef you don't want. And I'm telling you, I've been getting in the comments. Do not mess around and let Nas make another ether. Do not do that, dog. Do not let Nas get in that studio and make another ether, bro. He might use the same beat. You know what I'm saying? But don't let him do that. All right, y'all. This LeBron James. Y'all bear with me for a minute because let me tell y'all something. I'm 50 years old. I can remember when the NBA came on, I think on the weekends or something. It didn't come on all the time. You had to catch an NBA game because they was pre-recorded and they didn't have these big TV budgets back then in the 70s when I was a little boy and I first started looking at NBA with Dr. J and man, the finger roll dude, man, the legends, man. Earl the Pearl and all them boys, okay? Back in them days. You know what I mean? When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all them dudes came into the league. Man, I seen them come into the league, okay? When Bill Walton and them was still playing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to understand, man, my basketball IQ of players and how the game has evolved Man, I've been around a long time to see people go from playing in nothing but Converse to people playing in Jordans, and now people got active black deals. Kyrie got his own sneaker. Jaylen Brown got his own sneaker. So I'm talking about not no big name companies. These is companies that's owned by black people now. We didn't have that back in the 60s, 70s, in the early 80s, 90s. We didn't have nobody, no black people getting making sneakers. So now the game has evolved. It's man, the game is out of here. Where basketball is headed to where basketball came from. Come on. So LeBron, let me say this, bro. I saw Magic Johnson, Dominique Wilkins, again, Dr. J. I saw Jamal Wilkes, James Worthy, Michael Cooper, man, Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, you name them, bro. I seen them. Isaiah Thomas, the greats, Moses Malone, Daryl Dawkins. All these was great players. All of them. You know how many great players didn't win? Patrick Ewing didn't win rings. They was at their time, they was great. They was the best of their time. But it was always a player that was above greatness, that had that GOAT status. They had that GOAT status. They knew how to execute when the time was needed. You know, I'm gonna have this debate, and this is an invite for anybody in the Buffalo area, Niagara Falls, Rochester. We'll even go as far as Erie, PA, the surrounding areas of Buffalo. Hell, if it's somebody in Canada, hit me up. Hit me up on the OG's Perspective page. Have some knowledge of the game. I mean, you can go back far, or you got to at least know who all the players is, the great players, the top players. You got to know, so we can have a real in-depth conversation, right? It ain't all about stats and numbers. It's about the game, how the game has come from being in the beginning of the NBA, it wasn't a real hard game, to being a very aggressive, very tough, nasty game, to where we are now, where it's back to how it was in the beginning, touch fouls. So I want y'all to have that knowledge. I'm looking for two people. I don't care if it's a man, a woman, two guys, two women, but y'all get on the OG's page, get in the comments, or hit me in the DM. Let me know, or y'all get on the comments of this podcast, this episode. Get in this episode, get in the comments. Y'all reach out. I want y'all to come on, and we're gonna sit down. Probably be me and Hill, his non-sports having ass, and we're gonna talk basketball, but we're gonna talk real basketball. We're gonna talk about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady. We're gonna talk about Shaquille O'Neal. We're gonna talk about them. But right now, we're gonna talk about what LeBron was saying. LeBron made a statement, and basically he said, the way I took it is it don't really matter if you got a ring no more. It don't matter about championships. Bro, LeBron, you left. Everybody been saying it. We all know you left Cleveland to go to Miami to win rings. All right? So I'm going to just leave that statement. You left Cleveland to go get your rings. So the only reason why most people play basketball, some people never amass the wealth in basketball. But if you could walk away with a championship ring, that sometimes is worth more than the money that you're going to make in your career. That will always, whenever you walk in a room, a restaurant, anywhere, you will be noticed as a champion. And I'm going to tell you this. Charles Barkley said it best. Certain rooms and certain tables, certain areas you can go in when you're a champion. And there's certain areas you can't go in when you're not. LeBron, respect that ring, bro. However you got it. However you received your ring. How much ever help you had to get your ring. Appreciate that ring, man. It's people that played the game, to me, way harder than you. Way harder than you when they never got one. Okay? They had integrity. They were strong. And they cared about the game. Act like you care about the game, because if you care about the game, you'll never say nothing like that again. Championships matter, bro. Champions are made. Okay? They don't give you them rings. You got to earn them. You got to earn them rings. And I'm not gonna worry about who the GOAT is. But y'all boys got to stop disrespecting Kobe. T-Mac, I'm a little surprised at you, but I respect you, dog. You said a lot of times that Kobe was the greatest player that you ever played against. Now, I don't know, it was flippy floppy. There's one message I got to say to all y'all dudes. If Kobe Bean Bryant was alive today, none of y'all would be putting LeBron James before Kobe. Nobody. It was always MJ, Kobe, then the rest. Somebody even said they could take Kobe over MJ. I don't know. But mines go MJ, Kobe, then whoever else. Y'all really want to know? I believe Shaquille O'Neal would have been the best player to ever touch the basketball if he would have learned how to shoot free throws and stayed in shape. He would have averaged probably 50, 60 points a night. I believe that. But it go MJ, Kobe, and then y'all can pick whoever else y'all want after that. And I'm going to be honest. No disrespect, LeBron. Kobe, Shaq just made his top 5 team. You didn't make it. He said Steph Curry, Kobe, Jordan, Tim Duncan, and himself. I would go Allen Iverson, Kobe, Jordan, Kevin Garnett, and Shaq. That's me. I feel like Tim Duncan is definitely going to get you the buckets, but I feel like the aggressiveness that may be needed, Tim Duncan would be on my second team. But no matter what, LeBron wouldn't make mine. He wouldn't. The era that I feel like those guys came up in, you had to be a physical player, no crying, and no bullshit. So LeBron, respect the ring, and all y'all niggas better respect Kobe. I said that. Because if that boy was alive, if that man was alive, y'all would not be disrespecting Kobe. I wish his daddy was alive. I think that's why his father passed. He had a broken heart. He alive and y'all disrespecting his son. I think the disrespect has something to do with him leaving this planet. So to my legend, to somebody that I respected, I was older than Kobe. Kobe had the tenacity and the will. He was the Mamba. And ain't nobody since Kobe played the game like him. Nobody. There has not been one player in the NBA that I can say, oh man, he remind me of Kobe. Nobody. Not one. When y'all find that out, get in the comments and let me know. Obviously, I'm about to wrap this thing up. We're going to go ahead. We're going to talk about P. Diddy right now. Now, I don't know. The verdict may possibly be out by the time I drop this. I don't know, but we're going to see. Puff going to either come out this on top or he's going to be dead at the bottom. But what I could say is this. They dropped them state charges. To me, they kind of let us know their case is not as solid as they thought it was. It's in the hands of the jury right now. Personally, I don't believe that they proved that Puff was guilty of no type of RICO charges. I believe Puff is guilty of being a woman beater, a freak. He into some real freaky stuff. That's it. He probably bi. Puff probably bi, even though they didn't show nothing that he was bisexual. They said he was a cockhole, whatever that means. Like to see other guys, with his lady. But other than that, the women seemed like they was doing everything they wanted to. And when Puff didn't want to be with them no more, that's when things kind of went left. They start, like, oh, you don't want to be with me? And that's when things happen. Now, the stuff he did with Cassie, kicking that girl and beating that girl, I think they used to get high and go crazy. I'm telling y'all, I know y'all know some people that get drunk and get crazy. Couples. They get drunk and get to fighting. I had some family members like that. Trust me, I know. Get drunk and get crazy. Okay? So I think that's the type of relationship him and Cassie had. Because Roger Bond said one time, Puff and Cassie was riding in that car. and she reached around and punched Puff in the face. The one of them ladies, Mia, one of them said she slammed Puff head against the countertop. So these girls had a violent side in them too. Cassie threatened somebody that she would have them knocked off. So I don't think the government case is as tight as they think it is. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think Puff got a 75% chance of beating it. That's what I think. Y'all get in the comments, no matter what. If Puff is found guilty, if he found innocent, but if the man found innocent, we gonna talk some big shit. Okay? And if he is found innocent, there's a lot of y'all people out there that abandoned that man when he was down and he was going through it. And I'm gonna tell y'all better get ready for his vengeance and his wrath when he comes out of it. And I believe if he do get found guilty, Donald Trump gonna pardon him anyway. One way or the other, we're gonna see Puff again. That's what I'm telling y'all. I think it's the Sean G, the podcast with Soul. Man, you did some good reporting on that, man. I've been paying attention. Tisa tells you, I still like you, Tisa, but you was a little biased. Tell it all the way, Tisa. Don't just give it one side. With Sean G, the podcast with Soul, I've been paying attention to that. You get at me, dog. Whatever we need to do to make something happen, I would love to sit down with you. I got some shit I want to talk about too. But y'all, that's all I got right now. Y'all know how I do this. Your boy Big Heem. Deuces, baby.